Welcome to General Session, October 27th, 2015. We'll begin with the Pledge of Allegiance, led by Commissioner Brooks.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice
for all. And we'll begin this morning with the Sheriff's Office.
Resolution number 781-15, authorizing agreement with the Penny Rudy, a registered dietitian for dietetic services in the county corrections facilities in the amount of $2,000.
Good morning, Commissioners. Dave Masterson, Director of Administrative Services for Sheriff Scott. This resolution authorizes a contract for periodic review of the corrections menus served to the inmates in both correctional facilities. It's for 1 year through September 2016. And with no questions, I ask approval of this resolution.
Okay. Move for passage of Resolution 781-15.
I'll second.
Moved and second voting, Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Brown.
Aye.
Resolution number 781-15 has been adopted. Resolution number 782-15, authorizing the transfer of appropriations in the DUI Enforcement Fund for the OVI Task Force.
This resolution will move appropriations within the DUI enforcement program from materials and services to personal services and fringe benefits to allow us to conduct the remaining checkpoints and saturation patrols in 2015. Pending any questions, I ask approval of this resolution.
Dave, just a quick question on this one. How many of these checkpoints are underway for the rest of the year as we ramp up into the holiday season?
Yeah, there'll definitely be one around the Thanksgiving holiday. I think they do one more in December at some point, so there's 2 or 3 left remaining.
Good.
Yes.
And they've been pretty successful, haven't they?
That's correct.
Yeah. So, and
yeah, we tried to ramp up what we were, doing over past years. We've added a few here and there throughout the year, so we're definitely trying to increase the presence out there for this type of activity.
I know. I'm sure we all saw the unfortunate news of the hit and run of the little girl, the young girl, on the north side of Columbus just yesterday. Yeah, terrible. So these could help prevent that. So thank you very much. I'll move for passage of Resolution 782-15.
Second.
Moved and second voting, Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Brown.
Aye.
Resolution number 782-15 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Board of Elections.
Resolution number 783-15, authorizing appropriation adjustments to cover expenses related to operations in the 2015 general election.
Good morning.
Good morning, Commissioners Brooks and Brown. This resolution is for the Franklin County Board of Election. It's a request for a supplemental appropriations from the County Board of Commissioners in order to meet our necessary and proper expenses in the amount of $253,550 and to transfer of appropriation in the amount of $18,000 from the capital outlay for materials and services.
And before we consider this, for the public's information, could you please state your name and title? Because we know who you are.
Oh, I guess I don't come here enough, do I? For the record.
You do come here enough. It's always for money, sorry.
For the record, my name is William Anthony, and I am the Director of the Franklin County Board of Elections.
Excellent.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I was nervous.
Oh, I know you're so nervous
Yeah,
coming
right.
before us. Thank
Okay.
you, Bill.
You're welcome.
Move for passage of Resolution 783-15.
I'll second.
Moved and second voting, Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Brown.
Aye.
Resolution number 783-15 has been adopted.
Thank you very much. And
Thank you.
for everyone in the audience, we're voting at 1700 Morse Road from 8 o'clock to 7 o'clock, Tuesday through Friday, and we're also open Saturday and Sunday.
Have there been many people this year? How's that going?
It's a little below 2011, but 2011 we had a statewide issue that was very popular.
Mm-hmm.
Right now we're at almost 2,000 folks coming into the early vote center. The numbers are increasing. Absentee by mail is down by about 7,000 from 2011.
So only 2,000 total?
Yes.
Well, that lets us kind of get the bugs worked out because we had that extra new space. So
That's correct.
we'll get ready for the presidential. That will be way more than 2,000.
It will absolutely, and we're going to probably end up with about 10,000 to 14,000 total, right? Because now we'll start, we'll probably see 1,000 people a day now. So, thank
Well,
you.
I got my ballot in absentee, so you have it. I know you do.
We won't count until election day.
I know that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Job and Family Services.
Resolution number 784-15, approving a subaward agreement with the Ohio Association of Food Banks for the management of the Work Experience Program for the Food Assistant Employment and Training Program in the amount of $560,000.
Good morning, Commissioners. Lance Porter with Franklin County Job and Family Services. Now, this is the third year that the Ohio Association of Food Banks will coordinate and manage allowable work activities under our Food Assistance Employment and Training Work Experience Program. This program is for able-bodied adults that are without dependents who are deemed eligible to participate for this. The association conducts individual assessments and manages the work activity of the referred customers, identifying and removing barriers to employment using their network of community-sponsored work sites. Last year, over 2,400 customers served through this contract last year during this time period, and the funding is with Title 20. Pending any questions, I'd ask for the approval of this resolution.
Is there anyone here from the association?
I don't believe so.
That's too bad. They do a fantastic job, and this has gone really well, hasn't it?
Yes, it has.
Yeah.
There's potentially 4,000 eligible customers that could fall into the need for the services.
If they would like, if there's anyone here who knows someone who needs these services or someone watching on TV, how do they get in touch with the Association of Food Banks?
Well, they would need to be receiving at least food stamps through our agency, so they can either go through our website, www.franklincountyohio.jfs.gov.
That's a long one to remember. Is there a phone number? A little easier.
Yeah, I don't have the association's number, but they could call our main office and avoid the 2000 number by calling 233-2105.
233-2105.
2105, yes.
Great, okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Happy to move for passage of Resolution 784-15.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner Brown.
Aye.
Resolution number 784-15 has been adopted. Resolution number 785-15, approving two subaward agreements with Goodwill Industries of Central Ohio and Jewish Family Services for workforce development services targeting unemployed Franklin County child support obligors in the amount of $100,000.
Commissioners, this is the third year that we have partnered with CSEA to implement this intervention strategy. The focus is to help the obligors in the Catalyst and Compass programs either begin paying newly established child support orders or avoid jail time. Last year, they worked with 65 obligors, 31% of which obtained employment. This year, they have a target of 75 individuals.
And these are vastly fathers, right? But some mothers,
Yes, there are some
unfortunately.
mothers, but for the
Yes.
majority, it's fathers.
But this has worked pretty well?
Yes, it has.
Yeah, and we'd much rather they pay their children's child support than,
Go to jail,
unfortunately
right.
get picked up and be in jail.
Absolutely.
Well, if they're in jail, they certainly can't
Cannot.
pay. So this
No
is
one
a
wins
much
in.
better
A
option.
win-win. Move for passage of Resolution 785-15.
Moved
Second.
and seconded voting, Commissioner Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner Brown.
Aye.
Resolution number 785-15 has been adopted.
Thank you. Welcome back.
Thank you. Sanitary engineer.
Resolution number 786-15, authorizing an application to the Ohio Environmental Protection Agency and the Ohio Water Development Authority Water Pollution Control Loan Fund for the design phase of the Century Acres wastewater treatment upgrade project.
Good morning. Sorry I couldn't make that title shorter. Stephen Renner with the Department of Sanitary Engineering. Commissioners, the resolution I have before you is for your approval for an application to the state's revolving loan fund for sewer protection, the WPCLF. And this will pay for the design phase of the replacement project for the Century Acres replacement facility.
No, our water quality is so critical. We see that Ohio's major bodies of water this year have been subject to blue-green algae, as has the Dublin Road water treatment plant. And we're doing our part, even though Ohio's waters are impaired. We've just got to do our very best here with the small number of facilities that we have that will keep our waters clean. So thank you very much, Stephen, for the hard work you and your team do.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Welcome. Move for passage of Resolution 786-15.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Brown.
Aye.
Resolution number 786-15 has been adopted.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Stephen. Economic Development and Planning.
Resolution number 787-15, authorizing a loan from the Franklin County Infrastructure Bank to the City of Upper Arlington for their municipal fiber project in the amount of $1 million.
Good morning, Commissioners. Director James Schimmer from Economic Development and Planning, joined at the dais this morning by Alex Barris, who is the county's Economic Development Program Coordinator. Commissioners, I'm really happy to have the opportunity to present to you the first round of our SmartWorks and Franklin County Infrastructure Bank loans. Extremely appreciative for the room that you gave to me and my staff to create the SmartWorks program and the guidance provided by your administration, Administrator Wilson, Deputy Administrator Long, and specifically Deputy Administrator Eric Janis. As you know, SmartWorks is comprised of 3 different programs: the Infrastructure Bank, PeopleWorks, and the EnergyWorks program. This morning, we're happy to bring to you the first of the 3 infrastructure loan programs, resulting in a process that was developed and managed by Franklin County Senior Economic Development Program Coordinator Alex Barris. It is no understatement that without Alex, we would not be here this morning innovating the public sector economic development finance programs for the benefit of Franklin County citizens. So why is SmartWorks Infrastructure Bank so important? Well, first, it is a win for the taxpayers of Franklin County because a small portion of the sales tax they are now paying is being reinvested right back into Franklin County communities annually on a 5-year basis under the SmartWorks program. This will create jobs. It will also set the table for future economic development, which benefits them directly. Secondly, those sales tax dollars just aren't disappearing into thin air. They're being made to work.
They never do. Let's make that point
That's
very clear.
quite clear.
They never do.
They
We're
never
very
do.
careful with those, right?
But truthfully, in this case, they're working more. They are actually going to be
They're multiplying.
Well, you're leveraging those dollars, which is so terrific.
right. They will be made to work to generate more dollars for economic development. In this case, the idea is the money is being paid back by the communities that we lend out to. And therefore, we will have a revolving loan, a program that will continue on into the future and help facilitate other economic development. And finally, these dollars are the most important kind of dollars you can have in public finance, which means they are just-in-time project dollars, which can help Franklin County communities with economic development, financial assistance when they need it most. Specifically, for example, to quickly finance gap finance or funding for infrastructure improvement, or to perhaps finance a gap in funding for an infrastructure project, or perhaps to help a private developer with the last piece of needed public infrastructure. Sometimes in economic development, we refer to those as being the last mile public financing. So, Commissioners, this program has come together quite nicely. We're very pleased that the first round went so well. I'd like to turn it over to Alex. He'll take you through these 3 loan programs, and we'll go from there.
Well, and I do see we have a guest in the audience, too.
We do,
For
yeah.
each one, or I see Marble Cliff is here, I see Upper Arlington's here. Do we have representatives
And we have a
from Whitehall?
representative from Whitehall as
So
well.
maybe they could come forward, sit in the front row anyhow.
No, the mayor of Marble Cliff, Kent Studebaker is.
It's here,
Yeah, and
yeah.
that's our really
Second row.
our best story. So, Mayor, if you'd like to
Yeah.
come forward.
Well, I'd like to see all of them come
Okay.
forward. Yeah, we're doing 3 communities here, and yeah, have everybody come forward. They're all over the county. That's a good thing. Yeah.
Very different projects, which is interesting, and I think illustrates the importance of this infrastructure bank being as flexible as it is in terms of the kinds of infrastructure. Good morning.
Good morning, Commissioners. I am Kent Studebaker, the mayor for the Village of Marble Cliff. We were one of the fortunate recipients of infrastructure consideration during this round. We're a small village that you probably know, but others may not. Just northwest of downtown. We're a village of 570 folks. We're a village that is 100-plus years old. The opportunity for us to gain assistance through the infrastructure bank is helping us with an infrastructure project that if we as a village were individually asked to pursue, it would equal about 1/4 of our operating budget.
Yeah.
We've been pursuing OPWC funds over the past decade. We've been fortunate to be recipients of that. The current project, however, is not one that OPWC looked at as a significant type of project that they would undertake. It's a water line, a main water line rehabilitation. With the assistance that we're gaining through the infrastructure bank and our match with the village, we became much more attractive to OPWC and were awarded a contract. So the benefit is for us in particular is significant. The area in which we will be using these funds is along our business district on Dublin Road. It's one of our feeder streets. It's a street that we have noted over the past couple years, significant economic development. Some unproductive properties have now become very productive. We have a couple more within that stretch that we're looking at gaining even more of an economic development position for the village. So all in all, this will put us in a very, very positive situation as we look to move to that stature.
And Kent, in that business area, through the years, there have been people who work throughout Franklin County at those business sites. So this is really critical for the village, of course, good, safe water that you're providing, but also to those businesses in that corridor.
Exactly. As you might imagine, the village of our size really could not provide the workforce for the businesses along Dublin Road in that segment for us. So you're exactly right. This is bringing work opportunity throughout the county.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And since we have Upper Arlington here, and we're talking about a pretty unique project, it'd be nice to have you come up and talk about the fiber project, fiber optics.
A very different kind of
Yes.
project.
Yes. Commissioner Brown, Commissioner Brooks, Tom Lindsay, First Assistant City Attorney with the City of Upper Arlington. I want to just briefly thank the commissioners for funding this project originally. For Mr. Schimmer and Mr. Barris, their work with us in terms of making this happen. Also, I would acknowledge County Prosecutor Ron O'Brien's
Absolutely.
office, who's worked with us
Legal
on
documents,
the
yeah.
documents required to do this loan program.
And we want to get our money back. His loan, right?
And
Ron's assuring that.
Harold Anderson out of Mr. O'Brien's office has made sure of that with his review of the document as well.
Sure he has.
So we do appreciate it. This is significant funding. Granville Harris, who's our IT director and is going to head this up, has a few brief comments.
Great.
But I do want to stress in terms of our project, which is sort of dual-phased, it's a connectivity project for the public entities, the city, schools, and library, but it's also then an economic development tool. And in large part, the OSU Medical Center that's being built at the Kingsdale property was in large part due to this network being available, because we're going to be able to connect them with the fiber to their OSU data center and therefore allow them that connectivity at a lower price than if they had to lease those lines. So
And that's a lot of good paying jobs
those are
in a
jobs
first-ring
that make a
suburb.
real difference
Yes.
for our community, so we really do appreciate the county. Granville can give you a quick little overview of some of the details of it as well.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Granville Harris. I'm the IT director for the City of Upper Arlington, and I'd like to say on behalf of the city, on behalf of the city manager, council leadership, and the City of Upper Arlington, our thanks to the commissioners for the $1 million loan in support of our fiber optic network. This loan helps us take our plans from the drawing board to reality ahead of schedule and helps us maximize our investment. We have been working toward a fiber network in Upper Arlington for several years, and we are grateful to the various parties that have helped make this project a reality. The city will begin construction this year on a 30-mile, 288-strand fiber network. 18,000 feet of this fiber will be underground. 142,000 feet of this fiber will be aerial.
That's a lot.
That reaches 40 specified locations within the city. This project also marks another opportunity for the city to expand its collaborative efforts with the Upper Arlington Schools and the Upper Arlington Library. With all three entities standing to benefit from our expanded bandwidth, enhanced connectivity between all public buildings, and to realize cost savings over the long term once the network is complete. Basically, this network is going to serve the schools, the libraries, and the city infrastructure, and as Tom mentioned, it's also going to help with economic development.
And it includes, I believe, National Church Residences, which again employs a lot of people throughout Central Ohio, including construction jobs, financing that very desperately needed low and moderate priced housing. So a lot of good things. And I know for sure the library serves a lot of people in Central Ohio, not just those in the suburbs. So this is a great program. Really appreciate you being here.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Is someone here from Whitehall?
Yes.
Yes.
Great, there they are.
Good morning.
Good morning, Commissioners. How are you? My name is Joe Ryan. I'm the Economic Development Specialist at the City of Whitehall.
Well, I think we know you.
I appreciate your time this
Previous
morning.
life.
This is my first time doing this, so please be nice to me. If I do this, I was not aware there'd be an audience here.
Always nice.
So again, I appreciate your time here and your consideration. Also, thank Jim and Alex. I used to work for Jim, and these are great folks here, and they've helped me learn a lot personally as well. Let's talk briefly about our Hamilton Road project infrastructure improvement. It's a large gateway into our city, our community. It's been an improving area, a lot of opportunity for new jobs, economic development. It's one of the main gateways from the airport if you go south. So that's really important, not just for Whitehall, but for the east side in general in the airport. And then secondly, the close proximity to DSCC, which employs thousands of jobs. And again, it's important not only for Whitehall, but for our whole region to help to increase those jobs.
And hang on to those jobs as the
yes.
next BRAC round
That's correct,
comes
yes.
into, yeah.
And so it's a very important area, and we're working on that. It's a very important commercial area in our city, and we look forward to that investment in that area.
Great. Well,
Thank you
That's
for
it.
being
Short.
here.
It's nice to see you again, Joe.
See you.
All right. Okay.
What a story
What
he is,
great
too.
projects.
Several generations of friends.
Yes.
Right. That's right.
And what wonderful projects these are for the first round. Thank you.
Thank you.
Both of you. And Eric, thank you for working on this. And Ron, you and your team, thank you for reviewing the documents.
And we had a professional group.
We did,
an
of the-
objective external review of these, right?
That's correct, Commissioner. The process went according to how we planned it out and how you guys gave us direction to do it, and that was all the projects the municipalities applied to our program. We did an initial due diligence, and then for specific technical credit underwriting and analysis, we have Michael DePerna, Economic Development Advisor, is our
Sitting in the back.
Yes, who's our financial advisor to provide, and he has over 25 years of experience doing these exact kind of project finance loans and bond issues as well. Then after the due diligence is completed and we think that they're sound and creditworthy projects and also have economic development merit, they go in front of the Loan Advisory Board, in which the commissioners approved earlier. And that's a 7-member panel of experts from infrastructure, finance, economic development, public sector, and chaired by our budget director, Talerick. And then after that, they recommended these 3 loans to the commissioners to finance. So that's the process, and we're also we're in the application phase for the second round of financing. So if anyone, we're working with some very good projects, but if anyone's still interested, more than happy to help with them in getting that done.
And how would they get in touch with you if
Uh,
they're interested?
They can call the Economic Development Planning Office at 614-525-5630 and ask for me or Director Schimmer, and we're more than happy to get them on the path.
And this is for communities, not for individuals?
Yeah, this is for, we're limiting our lending to the municipalities within Franklin County, but it has to be connected to a job-creating economic development
Right.
project.
I just wanted to clarify
Thank you,
that,
Commissioner.
so we don't have a lot of
Right.
individuals.
It is one of the unique things about the program is that we're trying to help our smaller communities and municipalities move their projects forward. So
Right, this does not include the city of Columbus
That's
at this
correct.
time.
Right.
Because they have their own pot of money for these types of things.
That is
being a
correct,
charter,
Commissioner
yeah,
Brooks,
a
yes.
large charter, okay.
I wanted to see if we can take these
All together.
together. Ron, are you okay with us taking these three
Are they two different,
resolutions together,
have different purposes, different?
even though they're all the infrastructure bank resolutions? Otherwise, we can read them separately.
Yeah, I think you could, but I guess I think I'd do them separate.
Okay.
Just so.
That's fine.
Because they are different
We'll
projects.
do that.
So
We'll do
Victoria?
that, 780, 715. If you'd read that, we'll take that.
Okay. I read that one.
Okay.
Yes, I'll move for passage of Resolution 78715.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Brown.
Aye.
Resolution number 787-15 has been adopted. Resolution number 788-15, authorizing a loan from the Franklin County Infrastructure Bank to Village of Marble Cleft for their Cardigan water improvement projects in the amount of $125,000.
Move for passage of Resolution 78815.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Brown.
Aye.
Resolution number 788-15 has been adopted. Resolution number 789-15, authorizing a loan from the Franklin County Infrastructure Bank to the City of Whitehall for the North Hamilton Road project in the amount of $550,000.
Move for passage of Resolution 78915.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Brown.
Aye.
Resolution number 789-15 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Great.
This is great. Thank you so much. And all of you who are here to speak this morning on these resolutions, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
Resolution number 790-15, review a petition to annex 10.3 plus or minus acres from Jefferson Township to the City of Columbus by Stephen Shoney, case number annex Muni-35-15.
Good morning, Commissioners. Jenny Snap, Assistant Director at Franklin County Economic Development and Planning. This first annexation resolution is to consider a municipal annexation petition of approximately 10.3 acres from Jefferson Township to the City of Columbus. The area to be annexed includes real property owned by the City of Columbus and an adjacent portion of the right-of-way of Reynoldsburg, New Albany Road. The 10.3 acres is located at the northeast corner of Reynoldsburg, New Albany Road and Black Lick Ridge Boulevard, which is 1 mile north of East Broad Street. The City of Columbus intends to use the property for an air quality control facility as part of their Black Lick Sanitary Interceptor sewer project. The petition was filed by applicant and the city's agent, Stephen Shoney, and they passed an ordinance number 2338-2015 on October 5th, 2015, authorizing the annexation of the described territory. The petition meets all statutory requirements outlined in Section 709.16 of the Ohio Revised Code, and pending any questions, staff requests approval of this resolution.
And when we get these annexations before us, when they meet all the statutory requirements, there's really no choice. The commissioners must pretty much vote.
That is
yes,
correct.
or at least a majority must. So, all right, I will move for passage of Resolution 79015.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Brown.
Aye.
Resolution number 790-15 has been adopted. Resolution number 791-15, review of petition to annex 1.7 plus or minus acres from Mifflin Township to the City of Columbus, case number annex EXP2-31-15.
The second resolution is to consider an expedited Type 2 annexation petition of approximately 1.7 acres from Mifflin Township to the City of Columbus. The area to be annexed includes two parcels at 1776 and 1882 Stelzer Road, which is on the east side of Stelzer Road, just north of I-670 and south of Leonard Park. The owner intends to rezone the properties in the city for hotel use. The petition was filed by Agent Ronald Noga, who is in attendance, on behalf of the property owner Gabe Mame. 23% of the site's perimeter is contiguous to the city of Columbus, and the city passed an ordinance number 2411-2015 on October 5th, 2015, indicating the services that will be provided once the annexation is approved, and a statement regarding the possible incompatible land uses in the zoning buffer. The petition meets all statutory requirements outlined in Section 709.021 of the Ohio Revised Code, and pending any questions, staff requests approval of this resolution.
So if we vote today to approve this, that incompatible land use will be dealt with by the City of Columbus. That's their issue.
That is correct.
Okay. All right. Move for passage of Resolution 791-15.
Second.
Moved and second voting, Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Brown.
Aye.
Resolution number 791-15 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Community partnerships.
Resolution number 792-15, authorizing an amendment to the collaboration agreement with the Affordable Housing Trust for Columbus and Franklin County in order to support production of affordable housing units, an increase of $610,497 in the amount of $3,010,497.
Good morning, Commissioners. Carla Williams Scott, Economic Development and Planning and Community Partnerships. The original collaboration agreement was based on the projection of 1/2 of the permissive real estate conveyance fees to be collected in 2015. Conveyance fees have exceeded the initial projection, and now the county and the Housing Trust have agreed to amend the collaborative agreement in order to increase the amount by $610,497 from $2.4 million to $3,010,497. Pending any questions, we request approval of this resolution.
And we're really glad this extra money is available. We need more and more affordable housing. So this is fortuitous that our market's doing well. That's good. Move for passage of Resolution 792-15.
Second.
Moved and second voting, Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Brown.
Aye.
Resolution number 792-15 has been adopted.
Steve, go ahead here.
Thank you. Child support enforcement.
Resolution number 793-15, authorizing a consultant contract with Herzog and Associates LLC for professional consulting services in the amount of $44,625.
Good morning, Commissioners. Lori Torriero for the Child Support Enforcement Agency. This is a contract with our IT consultant, Herzog and Associates. They have been implementing productivity and other sorts of data document generation systems for us for a number of years. Pending any questions, I'd request approval of this contract.
Oh, we're pretty familiar with this, yes. Move for passage of Resolution 793-15.
Second.
Moved and second voting, Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Brown.
Aye.
Resolution number 793-15 has been adopted.
Thank you much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Homeland Security and Justice Programs.
Resolution number 794-15, authorizing a non-general fund supplemental appropriation for the Urban Area Security Initiative Grant.
Good morning.
Good
Greg
morning.
Plants with Homeland Security and Justice Programs. Non-general fund appropriations, supplemental appropriations are necessary in calendar year 2015 for unanticipated carryover expenditures from calendar year 2014. These appropriations are required within the grants line of Fund 2125 in the amount of $200,000. Pending any questions, we request your approval.
Thanks for your work on this.
Thank you.
Move for passage of Resolution 794-15.
Second.
Moved and second voting, Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Brown.
Aye.
Resolution number 794-15 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thanks, Greg. Public Facilities Management.
Resolution number 795-15, authorizing the sale of personal property to the Franklin County Convention Facilities
That was a
Authority.
different entrance.
Sneaking in the back way, huh? Good morning.
Good morning, Commissioners. Jim Goodnow, representing Public Facilities
recycle, repurpose all the fixtures, equipment, et cetera, that was in place there. Included in that equipment salvaged and stored for possible reuse or resale were 5 commercial rooftop air conditioning units. The Franklin County Convention Facility Authority has asked if they can purchase these units. This agency has not identified a current need for them. We've evaluated their offer and believe it to be a fair market offer. Pending any questions, we recommend your approval of the sale of the 5 rooftop units to the authority for $250,000.
And you mentioned repurposing and recycling. I occasionally run into people with the Daughters of the American Revolution. I'm a member.
Mhm.
How are we doing with our plaques? Because I imagine they're going to see this and ask, well, where are the plaques?
They will. They should indeed. And the plaques are in storage. We have them in safe storage site. We're working with an architect to evaluate how we might repurpose and use those again, hopefully for display at Memorial Hall.
Exactly. And they won't be damaged, they won't be changed, they'll be as they were, but we hope displayed again very shortly.
Yeah, we're trying to find the most effective way to make sure that the public has access to see those. We just don't want to tuck them away in corners of the building where they can't be seen. We're trying to create a real working plan for that.
Great. Okay. Just wanted to raise that because I hear about it.
It's on the radar.
Good, good.
Thank you, Jim.
Move for passage of Resolution 795-15.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Brown.
Aye.
Resolution number 795-15 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you. Benefits and risk management.
Resolution number 796-15, authorizing a non-disclosure agreement between the Franklin County Board of Commissioners, the Stay Well Company LLC, and United Healthcare Services Incorporated.
Good morning, Commissioners. Maggie Snow for Benefits and Risk Management. This is an agreement between all 3 parties, the board, Stay Well, and United Healthcare, to help us with managing incentives for individuals who participate in some of our health management programs. And this one in particular is started related to our Healthy Pregnancy Program. And pending any questions, I request your approval of this resolution.
When you say this was started as part of our Healthy Pregnancy Program, explain that a little bit more. It's obviously extremely important, and whether it's gestational diabetes or, just have a better or best,
Outcome.
we hope, birth outcome.
Yes, Commissioner. It is a program for individuals who at the beginning of their pregnancy, if they enroll, they receive a $50 gift certificate. And in the program themselves, they'll be working with nurses from Optum Care who will answer any question that they have. Say they go for an office appointment and they leave and they forget to ask a critical question, and that can happen. And those nurses can be there to help with whatever it is. It could be diet, it could be exercise, it could be not feeling so well. And at the end of the program, once they conclude it, then they receive a $150 gift certificate. And this dollar amount is equivalent to what would be $200 deductible for a pregnancy delivery. So in essence, it's reimbursing them for that and then having them work with nurses, maternity-focused nurses.
That's great, because none of us really know when we go through a pregnancy, if we've never done it before, it's a little bit scary and, you just don't know what to expect.
Is this just for first pregnancies?
No,
Maggie?
it's for any pregnancy.
That's
Right.
a great thing, because
Right.
certainly you forget.
Yes,
when
you
you're
do.
going to the doctor, you forget the questions.
Oh, right.
to ask.
And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, whoa, I meant to ask that question. And then if you get it from the answer from
Well,
the wrong
sure.
source,
Yeah.
then it can set you off in the wrong path.
Crazy stuff online out there.
Yes.
Let's get it right from the health experts.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
This is great. Glad to hear we're doing it.
Thank you.
Move for passage of Resolution 796-15.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Brown.
Aye.
Resolution number 796-15 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Purchasing.
Resolution number 797-15, approving purchases for various Franklin County agencies in the amount of $839,614.94.
Commissioners, good morning. Chris Johnston, representing the Franklin County Purchasing Department. Resolution before you requests your approval of 90 purchase orders. The purchase orders have been pre-certified as to the availability of funds by the county auditor. The purchase orders are all standard for day-to-day operations, and pending any questions, we recommend the approval of these purchase orders.
So nothing unusual.
Nothing unusual.
Okay, thank you. Move for passage of Resolution 797-15.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Brown.
Aye.
Resolution number 797-15 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Board of Commissioner resolution.
Resolution number 798-15, authorizing the purchase, installation, and configuration of equipment for the second phase of the Network Reliability and Redundancy Initiative in the amount of $1,856,041.10.
Thank you. Good morning, Commissioners. Julie Lust with the Data Center, and with me today is Terry Bettinger, which is the Data Center CIO. This resolution will wholly leverage the redundant network the county has built, enabling continuous processing of most county websites and applications through any level of disruption, increase data segregation, privacy, and protection, replace the balance of the countywide network switches not replaced in 2014 during the first phase of the project, and it will meet the increasing storage needs while reducing additional 2016 and 2017 storage cost by over $600,000. Since funding was approved 2 weeks ago, the Data Center has partnered with Public Health, the Public Defender, and Adam H. regarding moving over 8 terabytes of data from their agency solutions onto this countywide solution. Without this solution, the consolidation would not have been possible. NetDec, who's been a partner throughout the network project, is located here in Franklin County and has a state term contract for all the products that are being purchased under this. Pending any questions, we approve your approval. We approve your approval. We request your approval.
We do approve our approval. We make that stuff, yeah, right.
This is really important. I'm glad we're getting this done. You know, we can't take this security issues too seriously. I mean, it's just very important.
Could
and
you
the
address?
Redundancy.
Thank you.
Could you address the cybersecurity aspect to this? Will this tighten things up, bring us a little more into modernity, whatever that word is?
It does, and through a couple different facets. I think the most important facet of adding to the security is exactly what Julie said, is right now many of our agencies have their own isolated and disparate solutions in those spaces.
And that's scary.
It is.
It
It
is.
is. So besides the cost effectiveness and service effectiveness, but we bring much of that under the same controlled intrusion protection systems that the core data center uses as well. So it expands those solutions to multiple agencies.
And how soon do you think you'll be able to get this work done? What's the
We
timeframe?
are aggressively optimistically moving towards hopefully a test milestone by the end of the year. We'll be able to have the configuration in place and start testing some of the functionality by end of year, probably full deployment first quarter of 16.
Okay, that's excellent.
Very
and
good.
I just want to personally thank you because, you know, I've raised issues about this in
Absolutely.
the past. I really appreciate that this is a local company. We can count on you, and we're going to look to do that.
Thank you.
So,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Move for passage of Resolution 79815.
Second.
Moved and second voting, Commissioner Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Brown.
Aye.
Resolution number 798-15 has been adopted.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Commissioners.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do we have journalization?
I do have one. Case number Annex-EXP2-32-15, an expedited Type 2 annexation petition, Annex EXP2-32-15, was filed with the Franklin County Economic Development and Planning Department on October 19, 2015. The petition is requesting to annex 22.6 plus or minus acres from Jackson Township to the city of Grove City. The petition will be considered by the Board of Commissioners on November 24th, 2015. Site number 1345, 1351, and 1393 Stringtown Road, PID number 160-000-134, 160-000-475, 160-001-1507, 160-000-271, 160-000-3012, 160-000-186, 160-000-943, 040-700, I'm sorry, 040-00-7342, 040-011803, 040-011797, and 040-009263.
Had to make the record.
Wow.
Record. Good job.
That was
You didn't
just
even
fun,
breathe.
huh?
All right.
Okay, with that, we are adjourned.
Thanks, Victoria. You did a good job with that.
And I'm like, oh my gosh.